These three women have redefined the fitness industry and inspired millions around the world. They are known as the Daughters, and each have been icons in the sport of fitness for over 16 years competing as individuals.
Back to the bar!
But can they come together as a team and rise to the challenge of Tier Wadapalooza? We're gonna take you behind the scenes of their weekend on and off the competition floor.
Cut.
While revisiting the legacy that made them legends.
Roll the footage.
So what are the vibes? What's the energy?
Woo! I feel like since I arrived here, I just got really nervous.
Oh really?
Oh yeah.
It's kicking in?
I came in here and I was like...
So I heard this is your second comp in 2 weeks?
Yes.
Yeah?
I did individual a week ago. First indie comp in 18 months. Age is just a number.
Yeah.
So that's what I'm telling my body.
Thank you.
Oh man, we're Inception right now.
The bucket hat is giving me the ick, and I think you're losing followers with that on like that.
No, gaining followers. I look like $1 million. It's like I've been on a team with Catherine and then I've been on a team with Annie, but never all three of us. So we just did our first session on, what was it, Thursday? Just planning everything, and it's very good dynamic. It's so much fun.
Feel good?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm feeling so much stress. Which I think is good for this event, because then I think the butterfly might feel a little bit lighter.
And in lane 10, we have the Daughters. Legend. 3, 2, 1, go.
Alright, event one down. Crushed.
Hey!
Daughters are daughtering. How'd it feel, Sarah?
Oh, feels so good. You want to flex? You listen. Yeah.
But that was exactly according to plan.
Hell yeah.
I was so nervous before. I mean, it always happens, but I was so nervous before, and now I'm actually like, okay, we're in it now. Yeah. We're all coming back from something. Like, I mean, mine is back surgery and retirement. Sarah, knee injury. Annie, childbirth. And so I feel like none of us know our bodies right now. And so normally we'd be able like, yeah, you're great with, like, yeah, you do all the run, you're the best runner. I can do 12 bar muscle-ups, great. And now we're like, I don't know if I can do it. We're like, I don't know if I can do it. I think we were all just feeling nervous. And Sarah just goes, hey, we might never be in this moment again. She goes, let's just go out there and have fun. I was like, yeah. We might be master 60, gang's back, but yeah, it's so true. We're like, you know, we never quit.
I'll do more bar myself than KRIGER. You don't want to see me run on that sand. We call it the Quasimodo run.
Oh yeah, punched over.
Yeah. Like, there's something in my face. He's like, you've been stung. I was like, am I getting an allergic reaction? Yeah. Here,
Oh, really?
one side, yeah. So I looked like I had Botox on one side. I was like, maybe I should.
Yeah, just a couple of CC.
Yeah.
You really inspire her. She started CrossFit because of you, not because of me. Well, but she started it because of you. So thank you for making
That's
my
really
life healthier.
Thank you. I'm so glad. I don't think people realize how much it means to me that they like come over and say hi and tell me these things. It's not that I need that, but I don't know. Sometimes you're like, why am I still doing this to myself? And like, this means something. Yeah. This is why I continue to do it. It's really cool to be able to make an impact like that.
It's no secret that Annie has had an incredible career in the sport of fitness.
This wasn't bad. This was easy.
She's been doing this since 2009 when she stepped onto the CrossFit stage for the first time. A young, elegant, yet ferocious Icelandic warrior princess, barely speaking any English, learning movements in the warm-up area, and even hitting her first muscle-up mid-competition. But by 2011 and 12, she would be crowned the fittest woman on Earth. She's always been a threat on the competition floor, but her most legendary feat would come years later in 2021, months after giving birth, when she made it back onto the podium, taking 3rd place at the CrossFit Games. Annie wasn't just competing, she was redefining what was possible. At a time when women lifting heavy weights wasn't the norm, she was doing it and landing on the pages of Vogue magazine. Becoming a global ambassador for both Iceland and CrossFit, she would take her passion home, building a gym that would essentially be a national landmark and inspiring a new generation of athletes, including her 2 future teammates.
I feel like it was really cool. I feel like after I got a kid, I'm like already a part of so many cool communities.
Yeah.
But that's one of the coolest communities I got to be a part of. It's like the mom community.
Yeah.
Moms are fucking awesome.
Yeah.
Like they really are.
Yeah, you're representing well for the moms out there.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Catherine and Annie are running this morning workout. It's called Empower by Daughter.
For
Yeah, so it's
women and-
post-menopause
Yeah.
training.
I didn't know that needed its own way of training, but after talking to them, it's fascinating that
Pelvic
requires it.
floor, you know? I don't know if it just...
I don't know if that's menopause. I think it's, I don't know what it
it's
is.
very post. I don't know.
Do you know what postmenopause is?
Yeah. We don't ovulate anymore, right? You just like no more eggs? Wait, is that wrong?
That's all right.
Is that dumb? Fuck, I'm dumb. Huh?
For the demo?
It's when there's no more eggs, right? Like there's no more eggs, there's no more periods.
Why we're laughing? Because
No more ovulation. I should know this. I'm embarrassed. I'm sorry.
No, I'm laughing because none of us know what it is.
Oh, okay.
You might be right, but your answer isn't confident enough that I trust that it is right.
Okay.
They were telling us that you have to like eat different and train different as a result of it. I had no idea.
Yeah, we're not.
I would have been like, hey, you just gotta want it. You just gotta lock in.
You're the problem.
After a woman has not had a menstrual period for 12 consecutive months, it is the time following menopause, making the end of her it's the end of your reproductive years. So you're right.
Oh!
During that phase.
Yeah, no more eggs.
So yeah, it's of course gonna cause like a massive change in how you train.
Yeah.
I had just never thought that was something that was necessary.
Yeah.
So it's super educational for me to be here and learn that.
Yeah, I think your uterus calcifies.
So I was right. I feel better about that answer now.
Thank you guys, everyone, for showing up. This was awesome. Best way to start the day.
We actually launched it right here, like last year at Wadapalooza was the first time that I ever said it out loud on stage. And it's been such an incredible year. So both of our moms do it, and I feel like that's what also makes it so special for us. And then to have our community, and there was a couple of women in here actually that do our Empower programming that we've only really like met through our Facebook group. Like I know her name, I know her face, and then she's been showing up to her panels, she showed up to a workout, and I was like, that's so cool to actually get to like meet them in real life and like get to connect with them. So that's been really fun.
Oh.
Look how small our bedroom is.
Oh wow, yeah. You guys look like you've been moved in a minute.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're living in luxury over here.
Yeah. I like what you've done with the place.
Yeah. Thank you.
Yeah. Does Sarah stay at the same hotel?
No.
Oh, you guys just split up. Okay.
Yeah, she's somewhere a little bit further away.
It smells like shit.
What?
It smells like poop.
Is that?
Seriously?
Yeah, do you smell
Cut, you're gonna say that because it's video. No one else. Cut.
That smells like ladies. It smells good in here, okay? Ladies and La Croix.
So we just went to the pharmacy and I bought Topazholes. I bought this that you guys have here in the States.
Yeah.
I'm terrified of taking it. Only if I'm dying, I shall take it.
Does it just sound like or are you feeling it?
I'm feeling it a little.
You are feeling it? All right. Who's more of the messy one between the two of you when it comes to a room?
Yeah.
She admits it.
Yeah. I never eat candy when I'm competing.
Really?
Never. I know there's nothing wrong with it, but I don't know. I feel like it's a rule in my mind that you just don't eat candy when you're competing.
Anything that's kind of like sweet and sour, kind of like what are those worms and those Sour Patch Kids. I need the carbs.
Yeah, I need the sugar.
I need the sugar.
Yeah.
So
athletes do it. Like I know so many people in CrossFit that have the Sour Patch Kids and eat those things. I just I don't know, somehow in my head it's like it wouldn't work for me.
I need to finish this game. Comfy slip-on shoes for short. Starts with an M, 4 letters. Mules? What's right?
I don't know what a mules is.
Me neither.
Mule.
I could be wrong. Convincing evidence, starting with a P.
Proof.
Look at that. That was quick.
I'm not an American.
I'm us. Is that it?
Actually, I've lived in Manhattan,
Oh, yeah.
and I thought I would not like it, but I really liked it.
Yeah. You had a gym there, right?
Yeah, and it was so nice. I don't like traffic, but I didn't end up being in traffic because you were just in the same area and we just biked around everywhere. I think I kind of like fast pace. I think maybe people just didn't have time for bullshit.
Yeah.
So they were just honest.
You have places to be.
And I like honesty.
Yeah.
I like when people are who they are.
For sure.
They don't need to put on a facade or a show for me. Like, either we click together as people or we don't, and that's fine.
Yeah.
So I think I really enjoyed that. But yeah, that was in 2014.
Yeah.
Let's do it, let's do it, let's do it, let's do this, let's do this,
Let's do it,
alright.
dude.
But I'm pretty good and I can stay pretty good, but everybody else is getting better. So it's like, it's getting hard. Like the weightlifting yesterday was wild. Like guys are with like 380, like 375, like it's nuts. And it's not like it's like one specialist anymore. There's like 10 guys doing like 365 plus for a complex. You're like, okay. Yeah, how are you enjoying being back out?
Oh, I love it. There's nobody that could have gotten me to do muscle ups again, and the people are just like, I was like, holy shit! I'm like, this is so special.
It's also kind of funny, right? That I've competed with Sarah on a team. Kat has competed with Sarah on a team. We've competed on a team, but we've never all been together. When you're on a team, you can have a teammate that wants to look good, or you can have a teammate that wants to suffer for you. And I think all of us are willing to suffer for each other. I don't think we're gonna win, but we're gonna put on a good show. It'll be interesting.
Okay, we just go out there and we just do our best, but then sometimes we're doing a workout and you're like, oh, I think we can win this one. And then you're like, no, stop. Like, no, maybe. Like, well, maybe. There's always a chance.
I've never competed at Wodapalooza before. This is my Wodapalooza competitive debut.
Actually, I think you've been lying. Me, you, and Mal did a team.
Oh God.
I was like, wait a minute.
People don't forget.
Oh my God, you've been saying it all week.
Why have you not said anything?
Because I forgot. We didn't realize that before you have to finish moving all the blocks in the sled. Yeah. And so the one doing the 12 actually always got rest before. Yeah. So we didn't realize that.
And the one doing the 6 got a rest before burpees.
Yeah. And then when we're all there on the burpees, it's starting at the same time, we should have had 2 girls help one of them, like get 2 objects and move them over. But we always did 1 object at a time, so we have to go an extra lap.
And I would say it's actually harder because then 2 always had to run twice.
Yeah.
Instead of just running once.
You're like, it's nothing about the objects, it's all about the burpees.
Yes.
We were so wrong.
Oh, we're here for fun.
Yeah,
and then we
we're
felt
like,
bad about it, and I'm like
do not
so
do
pissed.
that. Yeah.
I'm like actually disappointed.
Soon after Annie's rise in 2011, a second blonde Viking warrior daughter would emerge, Katrin Davidsdottir, who followed closely in Annie's footsteps, claiming back-to-back Fittest on Earth titles in 2015 and 16, and landed a feature in ESPN magazine's Body issue. She too would become a global inspiration, proving that strength and femininity could go hand in hand. During this era, other Icelandic women were competing, but only Annie and Katrin would win the games. One other daughter would come extremely close, Sara Sigmundsdóttir. She made her mark in 2015, defeating Annie and Katrin at a qualifying level and nearly winning the CrossFit Games, finishing 3rd after a dramatic final event. She remained a top contender for years, but behind the scenes, an injury had been holding her back, something we didn't really fully uncover until filming this show years later, but we'll get to that in a minute. Now, for the first time ever, these 3 top daughters are on a team together. But will their Icelandic heritage help them work as a unit?
The worm. This
Worm?
one will be fun.
You know about that? Caught him up.
We're twinning, man.
Yeah, I know. You look good, my guy. Oh yeah, that's my dude.
I've done worm with Sarah, it's fine. I've done worm with Annie and we're great together. The two of them have done worm together and they're great. And I was like, why can't we figure this out? We had been using the men's weights.
You're doing the dude's way.
I gotta go call Sarah. So I feel so much better now. Go!
Stoppa, kan inte att gå.
Nej, hjälp att gå. And it's forget that problem.
So they obviously all speak Icelandic, and it's kind of hard to understand what they're saying right now. I don't think they want me to know.
Okay, I thought we would win this one. Not after we tried the worm the first time. Then I was like, okay, we're in trouble.
Kind of frustrating. Yeah. I feel like we started off really good, which I was psyched about, and
I feel like we had a potential to win this.
Yeah.
So that's
like
very frustrating.
We just like weren't in sync. And when you're not in sync, it gets exponentially harder. I go singles, but I don't think Sarah heard it because she held on to the worm. And I keep going singles, and I just don't think she heard it. But I think that there was just fatigue in us and our timing was off, so it's so frustrating.
Hey, but we're having fun, right? We're still having fun?
I know I said that. And then you're in it and you can't turn it off. You kind of learn that we have fun when we do well, huh?
Yeah.
No comment.
No comment?
No.
You have nothing to say? Are you still having fun?
I'm having fun. No, me and Annie had talked about like, okay, we're gonna switch it up if we fuck it up. So you go in the back and I'll go in the front.
Yeah.
So I thought we were changing. So she's like there and I was like, oh, you're going in the back. And she didn't hear me. And then I go up and I turn the opposite way because I forgot to turn. So I was like, that's so nice for her to remember. So I fucked it up for the team.
Hey, it was all team effort, whatever.
Yeah. One more day in my phobia workout tomorrow.
What's that?
30-inch box jump overs.
That's like something you don't like?
It's like something my knee just does this. Yeah, I live in Dubai now.
Oh, you do?
Yeah, I'm doing stem cells.
Oh, on the knee?
Yeah, on the knees, yeah. So I've done it 2 times, so I'm doing it every 8 weeks.
Oh,
yeah.
And it's helping?
Yeah, but it takes, to regenerate the cartilage, it takes like, you feel the biggest difference after like 6 to 9 months.
Oh, okay.
So I've only done it, I started in 18th of December to be precise.
Okay.
But I feel a small difference.
Well,
so that's so good.
Yeah.
So we'll get there, Marcin, we'll get there. It just takes time.
Okay.
It just takes time.
Well, have a good night and we'll see you tomorrow.
Yeah, see you tomorrow.
All right, bye, Sarah.
All right, another beautiful day here in Miami. Final day. I'm gonna go meet up with the daughters right now. They're about to walk over.
I would like for you to not walk backwards on the road.
Okay.
Okay.
Thanks, Mommy Cat.
Struggled with teamwork yesterday, so we're gonna be like coordination and timing and stuff.
Yeah.
And so we're gonna try and watch some of the heats, the prior heats, to see best strategies.
Some mistakes were made yesterday that would have been easily fixed if we would have just seen.
But I will say, I'm happy we were watching some videos yesterday, or like we got sent videos of us like on the worm, and we almost peed ourselves laughing. But at one point, like we cleaned the worm, and like Annie, we're this way, Sarah's this way, we're all in different directions. So at least we're getting a good laugh out of it. And Brooks was just reminding me, he goes, you might not ever be out there like performing in front of people again. He was just really like, take it in and have fun.
I always take it in, ever since 2019, because that's when I thought it would be my last year.
Yeah.
So all of these are bonuses.
How do you feel about the current state of CrossFit and the sport?
Oh, I love CrossFit.
Yeah.
It's been my life for like half my life, I will continue to do CrossFit for the rest of my life. I will continue to support the community, these things.
And the sport of it.
And the sport of it, absolutely. The athletes, it feels personal to me. I feel very, very disappointed in how they have handled everything and what happened. Obviously, that's the biggest thing. But then how they've handled it going forward is even more so disappointing and devastating. So for moral reasons, I cannot partake in the Open this year. And that will be the first year since 2009 or since the Open started. I will not participate in the CrossFit Games season. We'll still do the workouts at my gym and everything, but I can't support it.
It just feels like it's just being swept under the rug. Somebody was supposed to be responsible for safety. Somebody died and there was no responsibility taken. Even after the fact of, you know, saying they're going to be transparent with the whole thing, they just announced a new season structure, a new this, a new that, and it's just as if they're not addressing it, and it makes people feel crazy. It's like, what the heck? You can't move past it without addressing it and accountability. But
yeah, I think they're hoping time you will just forget.
Which
I'm not willing to just forget.
Like, time numbs everything, but that's not the right strategy to go about things. I've tied my identity so hard to CrossFit, and through the years, I mean, I've been doing this now for over 13 years, and my whole adult life, my whole chosen life, and I've waved that flag so proudly. I'm a CrossFitter, I'm a CrossFit Games athlete. I love this so much, and I have a very strong sense of like what's right and what's wrong, and I feel like it's so wrong, and I do not feel proud to wave that flag. I've already announced my retirement, so I never planned on competing in this season, but I wouldn't. I don't judge anybody that does. Everybody has their own reasons, and I honestly feel so bad for athletes that have been up and coming for so long and they've been on the cusp of like making it. And I remember the desire to be a games athlete. I remember needing to be there and needing to have that as my identity, and somebody's been trying for years and years, and it always gets harder and harder to qualify, and they made it for their first time, and this was their experience, and it's crumbling in front of them, and there's no career, no sport to grab them and to make something out of it. And so that is so sad to me, because it's given me so much. Look at the relationships around me, and like look at the life that I have, and so much of that is because of the sport and just being able to express myself and grow through it all.
What drove me before was I want to make it back to the games and have the comeback again, and all of a sudden the games have changed, you know, so I'm like, have I lost the opportunity to have like the goal that I set to myself of like, I'm not going to stop until I reach this, you know. So it's been a little bit challenging of just like, in what direction do I go? But I think that this year is just going to be trial and error for most of the athletes. If you got an invite to the new league, I think that's very good for athletes. They get paid and everything, like it's becoming a professional sport. The reason why we're able to do that is because of CrossFit, so I don't want to ruin CrossFit in the same way. So it's like, how do you manage both areas? So I think this year is just like trial and error for all athletes. I think that CrossFit HQ learned their lesson, you know. I really hope so, and I hope that the standards will be higher and it will never be forgotten what happened. I really want this sport to like keep on growing and just be a sport after 20 years when I look back and I say, oh my gosh, I remember when strict handstand push-up was the standard in this, and now it's single arm strict handstand push-up or something, you know. So I really want it to evolve like it has been the last 10 years. I'm not ready for CrossFit to,
Who made this?
A fan.
A fan?
Yeah, follower.
Wow, you got good fans.
Yeah.
They even put your name on it and everything?
Yeah. Cash, hot dog.
Cashy.
We went swimming.
You got in the ocean?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah, he loves it. I heard a little bit about it before, the World Fitness Project, when they were like kind of creating it. And I think just like the sound of it is really cool, and I think it would be awesome to be a part of something that could grow into something bigger. You know, I feel like I'm on the back half of my career, so I think it's a good opportunity to elevate this thing for like the future. A little bit of chaos with CrossFit, so might as well get more things out there, more opportunities, because it is such a niche and small sport that we need things like that to grow it. So it'll be cool.
Yep, nips out, dude.
You know why?
We're going to Tulum, and we'd love for you guys to come. We got a lot of cool activities. Tell them about it.
We're gonna see the Nitsa.
The Nitsa?
Yeah, I don't know what it is.
Nitsa.
Yeah, the Chits and Pizza.
We're gonna go to Cenotes. We're gonna go to the Jungle Gym on the beach.
Well, I'm pumped about it.
We're going to CrossFit Tulum. We're gonna do a bunch of cool activities. If you guys have any interest, we got a link in the description down below.
Come join us. It's gonna be an awesome time. We're gonna get to know our community a lot better. There's lots of one-on-one time, and we want you there.
Love you guys.
Before we get going on this,
We got here a couple days ago, and we were able to catch up with the daughters and Whoop for a 5K.
roll.
Let's hear it for Annie and Catherine and the Buttery Bros.
They never warm me up for these type of things. They always look at my guy though, matching up.
Oh, what up, buddy? Of course I'm ready. Yes, exactly. I didn't mess around.
Hey, are you ready to rip?
Hell yeah.
We started? Is this it? We're in it?
Yeah, we're started.
Okay.
I just started doing bar muscles a week ago.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
This Shakeout 5K was perfect for the community and the daughters to connect. Just like the Whoop connects us with our fitness by being the best wearable out. Get a free Whoop on us using the details in the description below.
Wait, you just told me you saw our Iron Man video?
Yeah.
And now you're gonna go run 365 miles?
Yeah, so I'm trying to run 365 miles this year.
Why 1 mile per day?
Trying to average 1 mile per day.
Okay.
But after the 3 miles, I'll be at 44 miles this month already.
Oh wow, yeah, you're gonna get that.
A girl from my son was traveling as well. She's competing on another team. Her mom is asking me when I first started. And that was 2009.
Yeah.
I was 19 years old. And then her daughter goes, oh, I was like 2 or 3 years old then.
I know, it's time's going
Awesome.
by. Last time we talked, you said you were retiring.
Yeah, I am definitely still retired, but I'm willing to party with Annie and Sarah.
How we do?
I think I just went and tried to make friends with as many people as I could.
Yeah? Yeah. Did you make some good friends?
Made some good friends.
Actually, now that I look at the screen, you do kind of look like Noah's dad, bro.
We just got exclusives.
This is a new stroopwafel from PODIUM. Apparently it has a chocolate over a honey.
Chocolate fudge brownie.
Chocolate fudge brownie that has no honey in it at all.
Wow! I'm not even usually a chocolate guy, but that's delicious right there. Should we get some Cambodian breast milk?
I want whole vitamin D milk. You've had the caramel ones, right?
Yeah.
Try the chocolate.
I ain't gonna lie. It tastes like chocolate. Like they say, darker the berry, sweeter the juice. Oh, everything's better, a little darker.
That's funny when you know who's behind the camera.
Yeah.
3, 2, 1, go. And just like that, we are off and moving.
You've had a road to get back to competing and stuff. There's been setbacks along the way and everything.
Yeah, I mean, I would like to end my career on my own terms versus that it would be an injury that took me out. And I would want to show that it's possible. You know, I think that many people probably are going to deal with what I'm dealing with of autoimmune and a major injury. And if they know that I could come back, then they can also, you know, even just for people in daily life. So many doctors sometimes recommend the wrong thing of no training and everything. I think that's the worst thing you could do. So I want to prove that it's possible still if you have the right thing between here. It's about showing what is possible. I still have the mindset of Sarah 2019, you know, that just like, I'm gonna do this in a workout, and then my body is like, you're not.
Behind the board! Stay behind the board! Hey! Go over the board!
OGs of OGs, some of the best of the best. Down in lane number 2, and all smiles she wrote for the daughters as they run across the line. 1506.
Not happy with the placing in that, but I'm happy with how everything felt. Good job. I've been like scared of high rep ropes because of the core. Felt nothing.
Oh, good.
I felt like that was just what we had. That was fun. Yeah, I'm gonna say that was like a success though. Yeah, that was fun. Not what we wanted, but
245.
you know,
Good. That's what it counts.
like I'm so pumped after this because the clean felt good. The rope felt great.
It's like a transition workout, huh?
Yeah, it was all about transitions and just fast. And then my last clean, I was like, okay, let's go. and it was like in an incline, so it was like deficit on my bad knee, and I didn't commit to it. I was like, no, I failed the clean. I don't have an ACL because I got a
Completely gone?
yeah, I got a denial on the graft. That's what happened at Waterpalooza 2022. So I thought that I retore it, and I went to Dr. Rocket, and he's like, you don't have an ACL. It's completely loose. And I was like, what? He's like, yeah, there's no sign of ACL. You should get an MRI. So that's why I dropped out of the competition in 2022. And then I found out there was no sign of ACL, which means that it wasn't torn. So after I had surgery, my body ate it up because I have autoimmune, and I didn't know at that time that I had autoimmune.
So you tore it, got it repaired, and then
Went
you got
through everything, felt something click in my knee, so I thought I retore it. Went straight to the medical, and he did like a test on it, and he's like, your knee is completely loose, you retore it. And I was like, but I didn't hear the same click. You know, when everybody that has torn their ACL knows what it sounds like. It is a loud noise, and you feel it pop. I've got an MRI here, and got the photos, sent it to my doctor in Iceland, and he's like, there's no sign of ACL, there's just screws, so your body ate it up. And this is a very rare thing, because they made it out of my patella tendon. So it wasn't like it was from somebody else, but my body saw it as an odd object and ate it up. Now I'm trying to prove that I can do this without an ACL and with autoimmune. It's not my right knee that's the problem anymore, it's the left, because the left has been compensating for so long. So it's more the autoimmune that's causing problems than the ACL. I go to Dubai and to the hospital there because I was getting like hyaluronic acid inside my joint, because when you don't have an ACL you're using your cartilage more. From there she did like a very thorough blood test, and then came out that I had a reactive arthritis. So I'm trying to reverse it now. That's why I've been so fucked the last 2 years, because the medicine deprives your immune system. So training on top of that is just a nightmare thing. And I'm back here and I'm responding very well to everything. Like, I'm just like, you have to stay in it. You've come this far. You cannot stop now.
Okay, so let's go back to 2016. We're in Northern California.
Back to the bar.
Back to the bar. What is that whole thing?
Back to the bar. Let's go. Come new.
And what does come new mean?
Come new. Come new means like,
yeah.
come on, come on.
Back to the bar.
You see, people look at that and are like, poor Sarah. This was one of my favorite things to do. 10-1. Actually, we're going to be just in 10-1. Some barbell complex in the sun. You were suffering so much, but you wanted it so bad, you know? And then you just, yeah.
So you were enjoying yourself.
Oh, I loved it. You know, you're just focused on your goal, and that's the only thing that matters. If training is going well, you don't care what else is going on, you know.
Do people still yell back to the bar?
Yeah. Oh my gosh, all the time. Back to the bar.
Back to the bar.
Sarah! Play bar!
Sorry. Oh my god, sorry. I want to finish that. I finished it in training, but
I know it wasn't
transition so long.
And also we weren't allowed to go behind and start the run.
Yeah.
Until we were done.
Yeah.
And so that took extra time too.
Can you explain what this is?
Oh, just kinesio tape to help me activate my core. I got pretty bad. The A7SIII, not dangerous, but it's still coning and I'm just uncomfortable with it. Hernia on the belly button, so I'm protecting that thing.
And me and Annie actually communicate really well. She's like very aware. And she looked at me and she was like, she was able to push through 30. And that's when we just made that switch. When you guys started this, I looked up and there was only like one team. I was like, we're doing so good! We're doing so good! You never hear! Can you hear me when I'm telling you we're doing so good?
Yes, I did.
Yeah, so we did well. Yeah, we were 2 away from the winner. After the worm, I was talking to Brooks and I was like, did you see that? And I was like, yeah, I saw that. And he always laughs at me because like his sport, it was like so much about communication and on like awareness. And he thinks I'm not great at that. 3 soloists on the worm. I was like, that's pretty much it.
It's funny though, I was like dying after the double unders and the run. Like we changed.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh my god, oh my god. And then I felt fine. When I got on the dumbbell, I'm like,
I can go.
No, the
I can go.
dumbbells was
I gotta ask you, Barbie daughters.
Barbie daughters.
What's the? Do you inspired to be a daughter? Or
Of course, don't we all?
Yeah,
Okay,
I
not
agree.
inspired by them. Barbie came out, and then it was like, well, obviously we can combine them.
Yeah.
It's the name that like you can tell a CrossFitter and they know exactly what it means immediately, and anyone who doesn't do CrossFit, it takes 17 minutes to explain the name.
Good. How long have you been following the daughters, and like what about them? Like attract you?
2012.
Yeah, 2012. Annie did an open workout in Brooklyn, where we're from, an open announcement, and that was like, yeah, very memorable.
The daughters were like the first time really like public media where women were really praised for what they could do with their bodies rather than just what they look like.
Yeah.
So it was a really awesome thing for all of us as female athletes to celebrate.
All right, one to go. How do we feel?
Feel pretty good.
Yeah.
Yeah. This last one was so much fun.
Yeah.
It hurt the most.
Yeah.
But favorite one yet. I feel like I'm just getting into groove again.
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
Do you guys look at the leaderboard?
Oh yeah.
Do we care where we're at right now?
No, I think we care. And now we took fourth in the last thing, and we were only 2 reps away from winning the thing.
Oh,
So
wow.
I'm really proud of ourselves.
We're down at 16th. Top 20, baby. Top 50%.
Still scrolling.
I'm
Find
still
them. Where are they?
All right, here we go.
So after 16 years, it's still fun to compete?
Yes. Imagine
16 years.
Yeah. Imagine we started when we saw her
15.
win.
Yeah.
2009.
I started 2013. You started a year
I was
before me.
kind of end of 2011 actually.
Yeah.
She won the game, and I saw her on TV win, and my mom and grandma were like, I think you should try that. She like coached one of the classes, and I just remember being like, oh my god, that's Annie. And it was like a hand. And I still remember the time when you were like, good job, Kathleen. And I was like, oh no, she knows. It was like wild. And then I also remember when you came in, because we had a mutual Stanley. Which has, like, he kind of introduced us. She's like, she's also started, like, she's a beast, and we would compete more in like local competitions.
Yes, like I was originally, I had no idea what CrossFit was, and then there was a girl that asked me to be on a team in this CrossFit series, and I was like, can you also do individual? She's like, yeah. She was like, oh, if I'm doing team, I'm gonna go individual also. And I walk in and I just see Katrin on her hands, and I was like, what did I freaking sign up for? And it was just like, I was always raw strong, just didn't have gymnastics, you know. So
She just went right for the podium.
yeah.
Epic group battle lane number 2. Sarah Sigmund's daughter, Katrin David's daughter, Annie Thorne's daughter. The daughters. What an absolute awesome team. As British Frog Squad came in right about 9 minutes.
We did it!
Yeah.
We finished.
Yeah, you finished?
I don't know if that's ever been a goal of mine.
Okay, well, I mean, the fact that the 3 of you are all together and brought this team. And
It was amazing.
It's a cool thing.
Now I'm not ready for it to be over. We're climbing.
Yeah, if we had more days,
Yeah.
we'd be on the podium.
So we were talking about the game season earlier. If you're new, up and coming, I don't know where you are in your life or whatever, you need to make decisions that you want to make for yourself, your life, and your family. If you don't do the game season, if you maybe don't have an invite for the World Fitness, you might lose sponsors if you don't compete, and like everyone needs to make a decision from themselves, and I would never place judgment on anyone for what decisions they make. You can't judge what other people do because you don't know where they are in their lives. The way that everything has been handled has just not been okay for me. Therefore, I'm making this choice.
So with all that said, what is next for you with this?
I don't know. I was gonna see how it would feel here, and I feel really good. I'm thinking about it, but I believe I will at least support that in one way or another.
What's next for you, Sigs?
Wildlands in Spain.
Okay.
Espanol.
Retirement for me Brooks is always like, babe, you're thriving in retirement.
Yeah.
We're now wedding planning.
Oh yeah, that's
So
exciting.
we got a wedding to plan. We got a family to start.
And you, my first memory of you was 2015 winning, I think it was a handstand push-up workout?
Yes.
I've never seen that and be like, oh, there's another one?
Yeah.
How does this keep coming out of Iceland? What is going on there? Like,
And now there's even a new one. Have you seen Bergros, the young one?
Yeah, the
We were
18-year-old?
just
Yeah, we were just talking about her.
She's so good.
Something about daughters.
Yeah.
In the age of a Kardashian, be a daughter.
Exactly. Sarah put that. I put that as a cover photo on her group. Yeah.